Oh boy, today we get to talk about thugs. Shout out to the Discord for submitting this video. So let's go ahead and get started. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you click like. Let's go.
Jacksonville rapper Julio
Julio
Julio came to
Folio.
Tampa last month to celebrate his birthday.
Oh
He was
yeah.
shot and killed that same
Oh,
night.
I totally forgot. He did pass away, man. Rest in
Today,
peace.
the Tampa police chief and the
Rest
Jacksonville
in peace. Rest in peace.
sheriff confirmed 5 people are now facing murder charges in what they say was a targeted gang-related killing. But a few of those suspects are still on the run. Fox 13's Ariel Placencia joins us live from TPD headquarters. Ariel, how many shooters were there?
Well, into 3 shooters have been identified, and police at this hour are still
Bro, the trap music that's always on these types of videos.
searching for 2 of them. Both of them have documented gang ties. Now, investigators say they relied on surveillance video, cell
I feel like an old
phones,
man.
and
I'm
license
watching the
plate
news.
readers to identify 5 total suspects.
Damn.
3 of them have already been arrested, and their
Okay.
arrests,
They
as
gonna
well as
snitch.
the shooting, were all caught on camera.
Appreciate everybody popping out for my birthday, you know what I'm saying?
On Saturday, June 22nd, Jacksonville rapper Charles Jones posted on Instagram, encouraging people to come out and celebrate his 26th birthday.
Tampa, Florida, man. You already got added to the pool party push up at 5:30, man.
But later that night, the rapper, also known as Julio Folio, wrote that police shut his pool party down. So he moved the celebration and posted his locations on social media, where 2 rival gangs took notice, tracking and following Jones.
Surveillance video was critical in this investigation.
Around 4:40 a.m. Sunday morning, Tampa police said 5 individuals who had traveled from Jacksonville to Tampa carried out a targeted gang-related killing.
You can see the shooters are getting in position for their planned out murder.
Bro, what do you have to do to make people this mad, man? For somebody to drive across the city to come get you, it must have been something deep, man. It's insane, man. Y'all be careful out there. Be careful about what organizations y'all decide to join, man. There's only 2 ways out of that life.
Several different camera angles show 3 shooters moving around the parking lot of the Home 2 Suites near USF
Oh,
and firing
man.
several shots at a vehicle. The
Oh,
rapper,
man.
who was sitting in the front passenger seat, was shot and killed.
This is something that you would originally think you would see in a movie, but this isn't a movie. This is real life, and these are people's lives.
On Monday,
Bro, movies come from somewhere, man. This stuff be inspiring people.
Jones's mother called for the ongoing feud between her
Man,
son's
that's
gang,
insane.
6
They
Block,
really-
and rival gangs, ATK and 1200, to end.
But I know that it won't stop, truthfully. But I would want it to stop.
One of the suspected shooters, Sean Gaithright, was arrested at a Jacksonville shopping center last month. And 21-year-old suspects Alicia Andrews and Isaiah Chance, an ATK gang member, were arrested at a home. All 3 are charged with premeditated first-degree murder.
Of course, as a mom, that's my only son. It's hard.
And those are the only 2 ways I was talking about. You either end up dead, like rest in peace, Fulio, or you end up in jail, like the people that decided to commit the crime.
And 21-year-old
Only
suspects
2
Alicia
ways out, man.
Andrews.
And then when you in jail, you got to deal with rival gangs in jail. So it's not like everything gonna be all peachy because you in jail because you get 3 hots in the cot. Like, no, you still need to. Now they need to watch their back because somebody might have liked Fulio, and now they probably gonna come for them, bro. It's
And
crazy.
Isaiah Chance, an ATK gang member, were
I
arrested
hate
at a
to
home.
see this, man. I really
All
do.
3 are charged with premeditated first-degree murder.
Of course, as a mom, that's my only son. It's hard or whatever, but like I say, I'm glad that justice has prevailed.
Man, that was such a
As you
empty-
guys
like,
saw in the clip.
she don't even want to be there, obviously, bro. Like,
I'm glad that justice has prevailed. It's hard or whatever, but
It's hard or
like
whatever.
I say, I'm glad that justice has prevailed.
she trying so hard not to break down, man. It's tough. It is tough.
As you guys saw in the clip, regardless of the beef or whatever caused the situation to happen, this is the type of shit that happens when you try to thug max. Now, I want to talk about thug culture and Pookie and Ray Ray. You know, there's a kind of a meme, you know, when people say, oh, thug maxing. It's kind of a meme, right? But see, a lot of you guys don't understand that this shit is real life.
Yes.
You know, for my white boys, my Asians, my Indians, in the black community, thug maxing is real shit. You know, this ain't just sag your pants, bro. Just act more hood. No, thug maxing is a real. You got dudes who are about
That's a
these
lifestyle.
2 guys, 3 guys,
That's a
4
whole
guys
lifestyle.
who are about to do life in prison. It's done. It's over. They'll never
Game
see
over, bro. That's
freedom
it.
again. They'll never be able to enjoy a quarter pounder from McDonald's again. They'll never be able to set foot
You know, I ain't gonna lie, maybe that's a blessing in disguise, bro.
in a shoe store again or a gym again. It's over. And you got dudes out here who are throwing away their lives for the kitty cat. And you might say, Jack, how you know they throwing away for the kitty cat? Because see, in the black community, let me just break it down. Let's just say start by this. Now, there's some people who grow up in the projects who are basically almost forced.
It's kind of crazy that these are police officers and they look just like special forces. And I'm not saying that like, oh no, like no, this is what SF, this is what they look like, bro. They might have got out and then became police officers, but they look like they're ready to kill. That's the face when you're ready to
Grow
kill.
up in the projects who are basically
Suppressors.
almost forced into that street lifestyle, right? You have a lot of guys who are kind of just forced. Your parents were in the gang, your dad was in the gang, your whole families are as gang members, and you literally get forced and adopted into a gang. So a lot of guys don't have a choice in the black community. Your environment, some guys literally are. Well, you always have a choice. I'm not going to say that.
You always have a choice, no matter your environment, because I also grew up in a bad environment and I chose not to join it. I have family members that live that life as well. And it's not something that's easy because if everybody is glorifying it and saying, oh, yeah, man, you join the gang, you get the girls, you get the cars, you get the money, which is true. You do get these things, man. You get a fast lifestyle. There's only one way out of a fast lifestyle, or it's two ways, and we already seen them, man. It's not safe, it's not pretty.
Because you always have a choice. However,
Yes,
there
you
are
do.
some situations where you are a product of your environment. You grow up. It's so rough in some of these neighborhoods to where, if you a black dude and you just rolling solo,
It's
that's a
not
threat.
easy.
You can get robbed, you can get held up, somebody jealous of your shoes. So a lot of times these dudes they get with crews and they get with different groups for protection. So I'm gonna say
It's
that right off the bat. I'm
definitely
gonna preface this by
understandable,
saying there
but be
are some
careful.
people who are literally forced into this lifestyle. However,
There are
there
some
is
that
a
are.
large
There are
demographic
some.
of suburban black men and suburban women who want to be hood. And this is who I'm addressing in this video. Those guys who are trying to thug max. These guys, I seen it in high school. I seen guys like this who try to become thug, who try to become hood. They try to hang out with crews and different groups to get clout. And why do they want the clout? Because they saw the girls. They saw the
Yes. Yes, 100%. This is 100% facts.
girls in high school
Yes.
flocking to the
Yes.
gang members, to the thugs. So a lot of these guys, they saw women flocking to the guy who was skipping class at 12:30. Going
And like the girls, they don't know any better. That's the crazy part because they're just kids too. They're all young doing these crazy things. They 15, 14, 16, 19, bro. It's easy for them to fall into this trap because they're young. They're literally not mature enough to realize that the stuff that they're doing is not going to end a good way. All they can foresee is like, hey, and I'm like I said, like well, hold on, let me read this. Jacked and Stat, like Jack said, some people they have to join these things because they need protection because it is tough. It's a tough world, 100%, man. At the same time, bro, like to have the ability to weigh the pros and cons, like either you get jumped or you get robbed or whatever, like you risk these things by being by yourself, or you join a gang and you do the robbing and the jumping, which sounds cool till you realize after you do robbing and jumping, next thing you know, you getting shot at because people don't like being robbed and being jumped. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely not something that's easy for any young mind to try and wrap around the pros and cons. Luckily I had parents in my life. My father, that every time, anytime anything was going to happen, he said, I want you to weigh the pros and cons of each situation. And that's what I did to become the successful young man that I am now. Not everybody gets that guidance, right? And it's up to the communities, right? The OGs, the unks to say, hey, man, don't go down this route. Like, if you are OG, right? I'm not a thug, I'm not a gangster, but if you are OG, you supposed to be taking care of the community. And There's a lot of people that are going around here poisoning the community, and the OGs aren't stepping up. At least from what it looked like. Somebody should have told these people, these kids, like, hey, don't be out here doing all this craziness. But I'm not sitting here to judge either because shit happens. Life happens. It's not easy. 100%. I get both sides of the fence. I understand it's not easy, right? At the same time, somebody needs to take accountability somewhere because the young, they can't take accountability. They're young and dumb. I don't expect them to take accountability. Only the older people can take accountability. They're the only ones that can. Who else is going to do it? The 16-year-old's not going to think about their future. The 15-year-old's not going to do it. You know what I'm saying? So definitely there needs to be some accountability in the community for real, because the police ain't gonna do it. The government not gonna do it. It's up to us to take care of us. It's a sad world, man.
Home early to smoke weed. And this is why I titled the video Thug Max and Gone Wrong, because it's not a joke. See, a lot of you guys think it's all funny. You think it's fun and games. Oh, Thug Max. And no, it's real shit. It's dudes out here doing life and losing their lives over Thug Max and over trying to be hard, trying to get street cred, trying to live a fake lifestyle. A lot of these guys, I grew up in high school where dudes didn't want to get jobs. At my old high school, I grew up around the shit. Dudes didn't want to get jobs. Nobody wanted to get jobs. I was working. I went and got a landscaping job. And guess what? People said, oh, man, he out there doing that landscaping, bro. It's too hot. Man, you a slave, this and that. And guess what these dudes were doing? Slinging weed, slinging bags, trying to sell this, trying to sell that in the streets, joining different crews. Because a lot of these guys, they want that lifestyle. They see the guns, the jewelry, different rappers who show off this lifestyle. And a lot of guys are drawn into that lifestyle. Because as a black man, in the black community, that's your quickest way to get kitty cat, especially as a young guy. If you're in your 20s, if you're in your late teens, a lot of dudes, they see the girls who are crushing on. I saw it in my high school. These dudes who were being the gangs, who were being these different crews.
I've had family members. They were doing the same thing. And it would work to a certain extent. They had the money, they had the girls or whatever. Fast forward 10 years later, people don't realize ain't high school isn't the end all be all to your life. So y'all be careful out
all the
here.
women in the high school would be crushing on me. And if you look at the clip, look at the people. I want you guys to look at the people who were just arrested for the Julio Fulio murder. Look at the crib. Look at the neighborhood that they were
young.
arrested in. Classic case of suburban kids trying to be Thug Max IRL. And be in the streets.
Now you sitting in the rain.
Now the house in the clip, that could have been the girl's house, or that could have been her parents' house. We don't really know whose house that was, but it's safe to say if they found him at that house, his name was somehow associated. They knew where to find him.
Yeah, because
so
they
it's
did.
safe to say he probably, either that's his house, parents' house, or his girl's parents' house. Either way you slice it.
And the bad thing is, the whole neighborhood saw this shit happen. Look at this neighborhood. This look like a pretty nice neighborhood. I'm not gonna lie. Some of these houses in the background, these are some nice places. And now you guys have just outed yourself in the community. So not only are these kids are gonna have an issue, the parents are too. You know what they're gonna say at the PTA meeting? You know what they're gonna say at these community gatherings? That, of course, if you're young, you're not gonna take it seriously, but community is everything. Just because you don't participate doesn't mean the community does not know about you or know about what you do or know about the things that go on in your life. It's big, man. A lot of people don't pay attention to it, but that shit big.
Probably either that's his house, parent, getting tatted on your neck. A lot of these guys go out and get tattoos on their neck.
They got tattoos and they're super young.
All for the kitty cat. And people say, oh, no, it's not. It's for protection too. But these suburban kids do it for the clout. They do it for the fame. I grew up and I saw this in my neighborhood. I saw it growing up. Dudes that come from all these big ass nice houses. You got nice houses, nice cribs where these people are coming from. And then you knock on the door and it's a young dude, 17, who answers the door with tats on his neck, with his pants sagging, and a Glock under his shirt.
Who is his parents? Who let this photo out? Bro, what? You get a diploma to show that you have achieved the education that requires you to get a job. And you also gonna flash a weapon in the same photos. Who is gonna look at this and be like, oh yeah, This is the guy. And I get it again. Their kids, they are a product. They are legitimately a product of their environment, legitimately. But some things you could just look at and just say, "Man, this ain't right." This is one of those. There's no. I don't see how any logical sane person could sit here and be like, "Oh yeah, you got your diploma. You look good in your cap and gown. But let's go ahead. Let's give you a chopper." Oh man.
And you like, dude, aren't you in a nice ass neighborhood? Ain't you past that? Why are you trying to be? Why are you trying to be hard? But this is how deep the whole
It's
gangster
deep. It is
persona
deep.
is in the
It
black
is deep.
community. And
Yes,
when
it
you
is
walk
deep.
away
It's in
from
the
that, when you
culture.
don't have swag, when you're on the straight and narrow, guess what? You don't get
You a
respect.
square. You a square, you a lame. Guess what? You just like me. And if you just like me, then you probably successful. You probably living it big in other countries. You probably dating foreign women that these guys would never ever get to see nor have the ability to touch. Doing way better. Way, way better than the 15 minutes of high school fame, a cloud, or whatever, whatever. Y'all might as well start becoming lames and nerds because at least that gets you somewhere in life. The nerds are the people that run our fucking life. And I don't really swear on here, but this is real. You need to say, hey, I can afford to not be cool now so I can be the coolest person in the room later. But of course, they don't have nobody to teach them that. That's why OG Sean is here. I'm the real OG. I'm the one to let you know, hey, you messing up. And I'm only 26. That's crazy. Let's go.
The person who goes and becomes the engineers, guess what? Nobody respects that. Nobody talks about that. Oh, he's a square. They call you a square when you do the right thing in the black community.
Hey, do the right thing and get
And
out.
this is the problem with the black
Do the
community.
right
This
thing
is
and
why
get
the
out.
black community can never be saved
You'll
until
be
this
respected
generation
somewhere
dies
else.
off. There's no hope. There's no hope for the black community. I know people say, "Oh no, you're just being why you being negative, bro?" Dude, there's no hope for the black because it's too deep. We're in too deep in the culture. The culture is fucked. And until this group of black people die off, and until maybe a couple of generations from now, maybe things will change. But for now, for the black community, the black community is screwed as a whole. Now,
The worst part is the black community is not prone to just being messed up and being this stuff here. The black community can actually be very beautiful. Have you guys ever heard of Black Wall Street? If you haven't, I encourage you to do your due diligence to look this place up. It was a nice, flourishing black community until some white people came in and legitimately burned the whole thing to the ground and killed thousands of people. It's either 1,000 or 100, but they killed a lot of people, regardless of the number. They went in and destroyed it, right? In the 80s, they put crack cocaine into the black community. If you don't believe these things are real, then you're living in a fallacy because that's what happened, right? Y'all got to be careful.
individually, we can get it. I'm doing well. I'm successful. A lot of you guys are probably going to be on the straight and narrow to do well. But I saw so many guys in high school and from my old neighborhood who would go down the same path. One of my closest childhood friends. I'm not gonna say his name, but one of my closest childhood friends, he's doing life right now for armed robbery, and attempted murder, on some dumb shit, real dumb shit. Dude I grew up with, playing basketball with in the sand. His mom,
Bro got a whole owl sound effect in the background.
real dumb shit. Dude I grew up with, playing basketball with in the sand. His mom even tried to send this dude to private school, but she still couldn't get the hood out of him. He wanted to go with he saw the girls, he saw the lifestyle, and he always wanted to hang with these type of dudes. He always wanted to get with crews. He wanted to be hard. And his mom tried to protect him. She even sent him to private school. She did all types of stuff to keep this man out the street. Guess what? He's doing life in prison right now. You know? But I saw
It's
so
hard to
many
hear that.
dudes. I had friends I've
It's hard to
lost
hear that,
to
man.
the streets because guess what? They wanted to get late. They're trying to impress some female. They're trying to get with some girl who likes gang members, or she likes her dudes hard, or she only dates dudes who tote a Glock. And it's all fake. It's a fake lifestyle. Old Block 5, the dudes who are running around with King Von, trying to get clout, trying to get the fame, and the girls that come along with it. A lot of these dudes will tell you it's the girls that come along with the clout and the fame from doing drills. And a lot of these dudes be going on drills. FGB Duck case, the old Block 5 crashed out for chains and money from King Von. These dudes crashed out for old Block chains and to run around with King Von and get clout on his Instagram. These dudes committed a
That's
cold blooded
terrible to hear.
murder, and
Yes.
they got life. They're
Yes.
never getting out. These dudes are never
Yes. It
getting
was.
out.
It's not worth
The
it.
dude, the young dude,
It is
Muwap.
not worth it.
Muwap. The dude is like 20, 21, 22, 23 years old, bruh. How you gonna go to jail at 23 and never get out? How you gonna be in jail
That's
for
your
the rest of
life.
your life, dude?
That's your
But
life,
Muwap
bro.
wanted the fame. Muwap wanted to be around King Von.
And the crazy part is that that little fame that he got, that little cash that he got, none of that shit matter now. And not only if he wasn't in jail, it wouldn't matter. That clout and that stuff, like living that fast lifestyle, as fast as you are here and you're popping, that's as fast as you can leave too. And nobody will even notice nor care. It's not worth it.
Muwap wanted the Instagram clout that comes with it. Muwap wanted to go on drills and pretend to be hard in the streets. Okay, but now look at you. Now you in jail, and these dudes talking about, oh, I'm coming home. I'm coming home.
You ain't coming home no time
Brother,
soon.
you're not coming home. You know, you're not coming
No
home, my
time
guy.
soon.
A
Even
lot of
if
these
you were.
guys are getting in jail,
Even
and
if
then
you
they
were,
try to
bro.
join religions. They try to join, you know, the Muslim, the
But at the same
organization. They try to
time,
get become a Christian.
I'm not all doom and gloom, right? Just because you do go to jail does not mean your life is completely over. It does mean you are robbed of a lot of chances. You're robbed out of your youth. You're robbed out of a lot of significant choices that you could have made for your life to make yourself better. But that does not mean that your life is over. There are programs, there are things inside jail, there are other prisoners inside jail that can expand your mind and help you actually learn something. So whenever you do, if you do get out, because there is good behavior, you could possibly catch a bond, maybe 20, 30 years from now. But of course, that's the decision you decided to make, and that's something that you got to live with the rest of your life. But I'm here to let you know that even though you made this terrible decision at such a young age, you can definitely still turn your life around while behind bars. It's not a lost cause. There's several YouTubers that have come out of jail and they've become successful or have had their own thing going on. There's been people that's gone to jail in the past that have came back and became political figures and very important people to society when they had the power. So it's not 100% over. You can definitely turn your life around. And that goes for each and every one of you. Everybody, whatever you're going through, whatever BS you're going through, the obstacle is the only thing in your way. So as soon as you get through that obstacle, sky's the limit.
And they start carrying around Bibles. But it's like it's too late for all that. You wanted the clout and the fame. A lot
It's
of these
never too
dudes,
late.
they don't do it for because they're just so vicious and they're so hard. These dudes do it for the clout and the fame, especially with Instagram. Instagram has caused so
Clout is one of the most dangerous addictions on this earth. Every single person on earth is addicted to something, whether you're addicted to marijuana, sex, video games, TV, fast food, sugar, coffee, tea. Everybody has some type of addiction, and clout is one of the most deadliest and the most dangerous because you will be willing to do damn near anything for some spotlight. It is absolutely insane. That is one of the most dangerous addictions that is in alcohol or drugs.
much drama in the streets because ops are firing back at each other on Instagram and people be watching this shit like a movie. People literally be watching this shit as entertainment. They're going straight
Yes,
in there,
that's
but a lot of these
yes,
dudes are in jail for life. Could you imagine
yes.
being in
And everybody else is looking at you like a dummy.
jail?
They're like, "Oh, damn, that yo, hey, when you spun the block, that was crazy. Dang, it sucks you in jail though, free homie." That's all they gotta say, and they're not gonna visit your ass either. That's the crazy part, bro. You gonna end up going to jail for some clout or for your homies, whatever. You gonna ride, you ain't gonna snitch, blah 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 blah. Ego, 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 ego. You're gonna do all these things for some type of ego, but at the end of the day, nobody cares about you more than you do. Point blank. Period. Nobody cares about you more than you do. Nobody thinks about you more than you do. So all the love and stuff, the fake love that you don't realize is fake. All that stuff that's coming to you, nobody really cares about. They care about you for a brief second in time, and then you're forgotten, and then you're gone, and then you never existed. I gotta be careful, man. Do not become a statistic like this.
For fucking life at 21. The people in this clip, these kids are 21, 21, and 18. They're kids. Could you imagine going to jail for the rest of your fucking life at 21 years old, bruh?
Nope,
And
I
you know
can't.
you're gonna die in that motherfucking cell?
Nope,
But this is the reality of that
couldn't be
come with
me.
the streets, that come with trying to be a thug, trying to
Could not
thug
be me.
Max, trying to be Pookie, trying to be Ray Ray, all for the kitty cat. You know, so the message is this. The message of this video is this. If people call you, if you're a black guy, this I'm talking to my black guys right now. If people call
Yo,
you a square, if people call you
own
a
it.
Carlton or shit like that,
Own it.
be thankful. That means you're on the right path. You're on the right path, young man. In the black community,
Facts.
you want to be the opposite of whatever's popular. Ain't that fucked up? In the
Yeah,
black
yeah, a
community,
little bit.
you want to be the
You want to be the
opposite of
opposite.
whatever
Yeah,
is popular.
that's
See, once you
crazy.
get older, you'll be thankful that you walked the straight and narrow. You'll be thankful that people called you a Carlton. Now that I'm in my 30s and I see dudes I grew up with
Yes,
in jail and all types of fucked up situations, I'm
yes,
thankful. I'm thankful that I got called a
yes.
Carlton. I'm
Exactly.
thankful that as a black
Yes,
man, I'm an introvert. Live your life. Focus on getting your paper. Live your life. Travel. Live a good life. Eat lobster. Eat crab legs. Eat at good
bro.
restaurants.
Y'all already saw I was eating. Bro, bro. I chefed it up, bro. I ate the whole thing in the whole video, bro. We ain't even. The video ain't even nowhere close to being done. You feel me?
Travel, go to resorts, and have it and live a good life.
Live
You
a
know,
good
buy the state
life,
of the
bro.
arts,
The
video
great
games,
life.
stay out the streets, watch
Nah, fuck them video games. Them bad for your health.
the company you keep. Stop trying to
Nah, for real, that would be like unless you're gonna do it for work or do it for a job, bro. Video games, 100%. They will take your soul, man. They will take your soul, use that shit, run it over, and then spit it back out into your face, and you be like, "Damn, I got a high score, bro." The video games is not worth it. Pick up a book instead. I swear to you, it is the best decision I ever made.
fake and
Besides, of course, moving to Southeast Asia, that was a really amazing decision.
oh, I'm gonna get tatted. I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna rock this. I'm gonna change my style. I'm gonna try to no. Be yourself. You are a black man, especially a young black man. Stay away from hood rats. See, a lot of times, you know, you might get with a female, and you might be a straight and narrow type of dude, and a lot of times these hood rats might see you as her ticket out the hood, you know, and she have you riding around the hood. She got
Yes. And as a woman, that's what you should do. To all the ladies, yeah, you should definitely try and find some man that's going to take you to a better position in life. As a woman, your being is everything to you. At least it should be. Like, yeah, of course you go get a job. You could be the baddest bitch, have a CEO company, 5 figures, 6 figures, 7 figures. Cool, you can have all that shit. But nobody's gonna really care to be with you unless you actually wifey material. So glam yourself up, get yourself fit or whatever, learn a skill, learn a trade. And yeah, find some dude that's gonna take you out of whatever your situation is and make it better. That is exactly what you do. And for all the men, you get your stuff together so you can be able to provide that if so need be. Get your paper, but get it legitimately. Or get it in a way that's not gonna get you killed or thrown in jail, at least.
you riding into sketchy ass neighborhoods. She got you riding into sketchy situations. A lot of these females will set you up.
Yes,
Yes, this is real
that
shit.
is
This is
true.
real life.
Yes.
A lot of women will set you up. Careful. Be careful
Some
with the
women are
females you
evil,
fuck with.
bro.
Now, a lot of
Yes.
times these hood rat chicks be looking fine. You know,
That's
they
the
give you the
trap, to
sloppy,
be
whatever,
honest.
whatever, whatever, and
That's the
make it do what
trap.
they do. We all know how it go, but stay away. Keep your safety. Your safety, your life is not worth the kitty cat. Your life is not worth trying to thug max and trying to be cool and ride up in the hood. You're not set as a black man. You are not. If you're a straight and narrow type of dude, you have no business in the hood. You have no business in these impoverished neighborhoods, the ghettos, the hood. Some of these Pookie and Ray Rays who will literally take your life over nothing. You know, look at the PNB Rock situation. They took that man's life over nothing, over some what, a jewelry, some chains. I
And
mean,
that it
really?
was not worth it. It was not worth anything.
So be careful, man. Be really careful about the company you keep. You know, when I was younger, when I was like 18, 19, I remember I was messing with this chick, and she was kind of like a little bit of a hood rat. And you know, this is the first time I had met a chick like this, and I met her at church, which is funny. But this
Interesting.
chick was kind of a hood rat. I mean, she started sending me pictures and doing all this crazy stuff. And I
She
remember she
wanted
had
you.
me, you know, I went to pick her up one day, and
Mhm.
she lived in the projects, you know, this real ghetto area, man. I'm riding through there, and I'm like, oh shit, you know, dudes standing out on the corner, people just literally standing out there doing nothing, staring at you. I was like, nah, man, never again, never again. But who knows, man? That girl could have had me set up or some shit, bro. So be careful about the females you fuck with, guys. You know, one of the other biggest issues, and this isn't really specific to the black community, but It's something that I've seen a lot, and that is the jealousy between black men. Um, black people in general kind of have a crabs in a bucket mentality. I saw this. I've
I've seen
always
it.
had haters.
I've
Some of
seen
my
it.
biggest haters have been other black men, which is very weird.
It
The
is
people
weird.
who try to bring you down the most will look just like you, which is kind of crazy.
Yes, it is crazy. Yes.
And the competition between black males, because black men are at the bottom of the barrel with a lot of things, it makes the fight fierce. When you see another black man doing well, or if you see a black dude, another dude with a white girl, people try to bring you down. People will hate on you. A lot of black guys will cut your throat. Black dudes will cut each other's throat to be better, or to seem better, or to have a one up each other.
Yeah, one ups are
I
big.
saw this all throughout
One
school.
ups
I
are
saw
really
people
big.
fighting. I saw people getting stabbed, people getting
That's
robbed,
crazy.
etc. over jealousy.
That's crazy. In high school,
So the competition amongst black
and
males
I
is
believe it
very
too.
fierce, and this is why you see a lot of black on black crime. Not the only reason, because anytime you have a poverty or you have an impoverished area, you're going
A
to have
hundred
crime,
percent.
right? You're going to
Yeah,
have
yes.
crime, theft,
Yes.
etc. But
Yes. Survival
I've seen
kicks
this
in.
throughout my life, that my literally my biggest haters have always been another black person, another black human being, which is crazy. And this is another thing, the competition. A lot of male black men feel they have to compete and tear down other black men in order to lift themselves up,
Yes.
in order to be successful. But
Yes.
see, for me,
I
I've realized that everybody can
Bro, any exactly. I was about to say the same thing. I was about to pause and say anybody can be successful. You just gotta actually try and use teamwork, bro. Teamwork makes the dream work, and that's not no BS. It's true.
be successful. Not everybody will be successful, but most
Success is definitely also dependent on like your definition. So if you feel like you're successful, bro, then you will be successful, bro. Whatever it is that you're doing, as long as you're enjoying it and you're doing it because it brings you some type of fulfillment, if you want better, you will definitely get it. But enjoy what you have now because that will help you lead to even better opportunities. 100%. And I'm not bullshitting y'all, man. This is real. It's real deal Holyfield, baby.
people, given the opportunity, can be successful. There's enough opportunity in this world to make
There
your
is.
way. Now, whether you do that or not, that comes down to a lot of different reasons, but there's no lack of living a good life. Yeah, you're not going to be the next millionaire, but
I
if you want to
will.
have a decent life, most people can find that in some type of way. But the haters, black males hate on each other, man. Instead of lifting each other up, we hate on each other. Oh, look at him, man. He think he better than us. Oh, look, he talking. Look at he uppity. He talks like a white boy. Oh yeah, look his shoes. Oh, he think he better than us. He think
And if anything, if that's how you really feel, then you should beat them at their own game. Oh, he think he better than us? Okay, well then get better so you can say you better than him without tearing him down. Because that's the hard part. Because then you got to look at yourself and say, damn, if I really want to be better than this guy, I need to get my shit together. There's multiple ways to have the biggest building in the city. You could build the biggest building, you could buy the biggest building, or you could tear everybody else's building down so yours is the tallest. By the way, your building, instead of being a skyscraper, is just a two-story, right? But you got the biggest because you tore everybody else's down. When you tear everybody else's down, expect for yours to get torn down as well. It just won't take that long.
he better than us. That's kind of like one of the common things you'll hear amongst black people when you have somebody who's doing well and they talk different, they act different, they walk different. The first thing people say, "Oh, he thinks he's better. He think he's better than us." I got this all the time. People say, "Oh, he think he's better than us," and it's like that has nothing to do with it, you know. But anyway, man, that's it for this video, guys. I'll see you in the next one.
It was a good video. Thank you for making this, and shout out to the Discord for sending us in. Jacked and Stack, bro. This was a good video. Absolutely a good video. I like hearing stuff like this, and I like that you broke it down. You even gave evidence, right? We have the evidence right here, bro. The proof is in the pudding. Like, Fulio was on his thing. He was doing his thing, and then people went and they went after him, and now they're gonna rot for the rest of their life. Maybe they could turn it around in jail, but at that point, man, it's gonna be tough because the things that you could have, it is what it is, man. You might as well just be happy with the things that you do have. That three hots and a cot in a sale. It's a sad way to go out, and it's a sad life to live. But it's what some people have. Either either they have very limited choices, so they end up going down this route, or it's chosen for them. Either way, it's still the adult's responsibility to make sure stuff like this doesn't happen because these people are still young. They cannot really decide for themselves the lifestyle that they can live or want to live, nor do they even think about the lifestyles that they could potentially live. Because they're still living this super fast life, man. It's very sad, but it is a message that needs to be shared because it's real, man. It is absolutely real. And everything I said in this video is 100% truth. It's 100% facts. I was labeled a square, I was labeled a nerd, blah 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 blah, and it is what it is. Nerds run the world, and if you don't believe that, you might just be a dummy. But it is what it is. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed, hit the like button. If you're new, go ahead and subscribe. If you want to see more videos like this, join the Discord link down below. Go to the video section, drop the video. I'll check it out. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.